Alright, come on in, hit the like button, think button, subscribe if you're ready. You're new here, welcome to the channel, but most importantly, welcome to the Viking family. So this is my personal opinion slash review for the original 1997 to 1998 Japanese anime series called Berserk. A very, very big and popular next to the Titans. I forgot what the full name of that one is. But here is the plot. Guts, a wandering mercenary, joins a band of Hawk after being defeated in a duel by Gryffindor. The group's leader and founder together, they dominate every battle, but something menacing lurks in the shadows. Now, unfortunately, on this one, there's no casting of the voices because it's a little bit complicated to get pictures and all the names, because there's the Japanese voiceovers and then there's the American dub over. So, but anyways, but the way the story went definitely surprised me by a lot, along with what type of story it was. It was very well written and plenty of deep story thought put into each main character as well. Guts was obviously a badass looking and a badass. Kind of a stubborn dick though, but with very interesting story arc. A very well done story arc. Bit overpowered, but that's to be expected along with other stuff as it's an anime. Same with the kind of funny dialogue and side characters. And the over the dramatic shooting blood. It was a very bloody anime with some surprising adult factors such as the random nude scenes. And that's just one of them. There was definitely stuff I can't say on specifically on YouTube, but there was definitely stuff around females and definitely around certain horrible type of people towards little kids. But the nudity back to that literally looked like Barbie dolls, clearly showing the crotch, but literally nothing there. Did show nips for both partners, for both parties. Now, I personally thought the violence was going to carry the show along, but no, it was purely the writing of the stories and character arcs, which is 100% a great thing if you can carry the whole series or even a film with just the writing, then there was a lot of thought process and time to put into it. It wasn't just kind of like what Hollywood is now with films and stuff, is they tend to rush it and try to be edgy and all that stuff. But there was a lot of thought into all this stuff. The constant panning while pausing did get old pretty quick, and the series was interesting to some degree in the first couple episodes, but between the 5th and 7th episode it is when it started to get really, really interesting. Overall, a lot of surprising stuff about this, mostly around the story writing and the character writing. But here is my rating, and I'll come back with my final thoughts. I definitely 100% see why people really like this anime. I liked it a lot. Now, would I say go as far as I'm so hype into it that I want more? Look, here's the thing. I've been going at trying to, desperately to get into anime. And something about cartoon animation, matter if it's from the 90s, 80s, or today, these days, I'm not really into it. And honestly, this was the most tamest animation I've seen so far. And when I mean tame, I don't mean it was like there wasn't like a whole lot of stuff that couldn't be done today, along with the violence and blood and over the top stuff. No, I'm talking about like the old type of thing, and I know that's kind of cringe, but you know what I mean. Those type of stereotypical high school kids type of very whiny voices from the ladies, and all that type of stuff. Which, if you are a fan of that, each their own. But that's tentatively what turns me off from animation. So I can technically see people getting into animation that are like me, not into animation right away. This be a lead up. As that being said, as of right now, I am actually out of stamina for wanting to watch any more anime. Maybe, possibly in the future, I will. But it's just there's so much that go into this series, and they're so long. And this one was specifically the longest one I ever did. It has 25 episodes, but the whole thing is 10 hours long. And the problem is they have parts to different like part one, part two, part three type of thing to it, and it's just this kind of started to drag a little bit towards a certain part, but at the same time, like, I really was enjoying it. But yeah, I'm definitely not into a full on anime head, or whatever you call them, weeboo, or wherever you want to call them. But I have no hate towards anime. I get it. I obviously was trying to get into it, the hype of it, and I personally just can't. And I do apologize. Well, I shouldn't have. I don't need to apologize. But it's just like, I don't get the people that hate on anime people. Personally, I can see the appeal to it. It's just, again, not my thing. And I just can't. If Berserk is not going to get me into the full on weeboo thing, phase of this, then I don't think anything will. But there's always the future. I'll be doing this for who knows long, so maybe down the line I'll find something. Still doing live action animations depending on it. But yeah. So anyways, leave your thoughts down below. I know this was a very long video, but it was a very, very long process, that I have a lot of things to say that I didn't even say all of what I could say. Because this would be like a good 20 minutes long. But anyways, remember, I love you all. Please stay safe, spread love, most importantly, Skull.